Hello, on today's video I will show you how to create power bar, and as you can see here our power bar is increasing and decreasing. This is force for our rocket. We'll eject the platform with that force, and so to make our rocket flying. So if I now press on the screen, you can notice that power bar will stop and the power bar will disappear after 1 second after I press the screen. So now I'm pressing and you can see, and this is what we'll code today. So let's get starting. First, go to your graphic of your power bar. So let's go to the canvas, power indicator, and here we have it. We want our power bar to be scaling down and up. So to do that, first we need to create mask component for our graphic. So this will be our background and container for our power bar. Let's Ctrl D to duplicate, rename it to mask, and Ctrl D again and rename it to fill. Okay, now make children of each other, and to mask component, let's add component mask. Go to your power indicator and change the color for the, let's make it dark gray for power indicator. And now if you go to mask, change your image type to field. Here choose the fill method vertical, and if you will change this one, you will see what's happening. We can change a little bit the background to be darker. Yeah, here. Okay. So this is how it works. So now we are going to create script to change our fill amount of our power bar. Okay, so let's create a script. Let's create new folder called scripts. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, create new folder scripts. And let's call it, since we are using the power from the power bar to launch our platform, so let's call it, maybe let's rename it to launch platform, and let's create script with the same name. Launch. So let's rename this one to launch platform. And now let's go to the script. Okay, so what we want to do is to create a reference for our power bar, but first we need to add library that will allow us to do that. So write using Unity Engine .ui. Okay, so now we can write reference to our component, and it will be public image power bar mask. Okay, and what we want to have also, it will be the speed of how fast our bar is changing. So write public flow bar change speed. Let's make it equal to 1 by default. We need max power bar value, so float. This will be private, since we'll use it only to calculate how much power bar is filled. So max power let's make it 10 by default, and float. This one we'll use for the calculations, and this value will be changed during our gameplay. And this value will also multiply by force of our launchpad platform. Okay, and that's, I think, all the values we need for now. So let's get to coding. On the start, let's set up current power bar value. Sorry, let's write the value here. Is equal to max power bar value. So we'll start. When the game starts, we have full power bar. Okay. I want to add one more value. This will be needed for our function for calculations. So let's make bool power is increasing. It will be added for our script. So for us to know, for the script to know when to increase and when to decrease power bar value. So let's write on the start public power increasing is equal to false. Okay. I want our power bar to be changed not inside update, but we'll use something called Coroutine. Coroutine is the function that updates something in a certain between. You can define time for the coroutine in which you want to update or do next action. So I will write the right code for that, so it will be more clean to see for you. So let's write in numerator update power bar, and coroutines are very useful because inside coroutines you can like start few the same actions on script at the same time, so they will be working parallel. So that's the biggest benefit of using coroutine. Okay, so for our coroutine, if we write yield new, wait 4 seconds, sorry, yield return new, wait 4 seconds, wait 4 seconds, and here we can write time we want. I will write 0.02 with the same time as the fixed time. We need because default value for the C# is double, we just need to add f. So this will the engine compiler will know that we are casting it as float value. Okay, so now we'll need function to change our power bar, and our function will be okay, let's write it. So we want current power bar value minus equal bar change speed multiplied by, no, we don't, I want any multiply. Let's write float fill current bar value, current power bar value divided to max power. It will be equal to max power bar value. Okay, so here first we are decreasing power bar value, and then in float this function field we will just calculate the amount, percentage amount of how much power bar will be filled. So then let's write power bar mask dot fill amount is equal to our fill. Let's write while condition, and let's write, we didn't add one more value here. Bool, I want to add one more value, bool power bar on, and we'll make our power bar on the start of our script. So let's make it true. And let's move everything here, and let's add yield return null here out of our loop. Power bar on, yeah, this is here. Okay. Now everything should be fine, so we can test it. First we also need to start our coroutine. So to do that, on start of our game object, and our game object is instantiated, we need to write start coroutine emulate power bar. So now our coroutine will be started, and this loop will continue until we will change value for the power bar on to power bar off. We change the value to be negative, so false. Okay, now let's test it. So move your script to the launch platform, and here for the power bar mask image, move your mask. Okay, so let's press play. Okay, it's changing too fast. So let's change this power to be 100 for now, max power bar value. Let's press play. Okay, this looks much nicer to me. Okay, so as you can see, it only drops down. So to fix that, we need a function which raises our power bar value. Here we have condition for the power bar is increasing. So let's use that condition. If power bar is increasing, let's decrease it. So let's use that function. But if power bar is not increasing, so it's decreasing, so negative of power is increasing. If power is increasing is true, then we want to add value to our bar change speed. Maybe to not make any confusions, let's move it here. So this is how this is the condition where our game is starting. So first our bar is filled to max. So our bar is not increasing, and we are lowering the current bar value, so it's decreasing. Now, and if our power is increasing, we want to do something opposite, so let's write plus here. So if our power bar is increasing, we need to increase our power bar value by the bar change speed. I hope it's clear. And one more thing to add, if, because our script needs to know when to switch our bool value. So when our current power bar, if current power bar value is less or equal to 0, then we want to change our value, our bool value, to power is increasing to true. Okay, and here the same, if current power bar value is higher than max power bar value, this time we won't change power is increasing value to false, because we want it to start to work sorry, yeah, here. Okay, now it's correct sentence. And let's remove this line. Now it should work. Yeah. Okay, let's test it again. Okay, so as you can see, power bar is decreasing and now it's increasing. So it's bouncing back from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. Now, what I want to do is to press on the screen and to stop power bar on the level when I press the screen. So to do that, we need to check if some input on the screen was made. To do that, we need to use function if input touch count was greater than 0. So this is function for the mobile, a special function for the mobile, and what we get here is that we detect how much touches were made to the screen. So if amount of the touches is greater than 0, that means that there was at least one touch to the screen. So what I want to do here is to stop our function for our power bar. So power bar on is equal to false. So that way we'll stop our while loop. So if we go to our game, I have my phone connected. So as you can see here, our power bar is bouncing. Now I press on the screen. So I'm pressing, and you can see the power bar stopped. Okay, and when that power bar stops, I want to launch my platform. So to do that, I will need new function, public launch public void maybe launch rocket. Okay, so inside that function we'll just make a movement of our platform. Debug that log. That's right. rocket launched. Of course, a rocket will be launched with the force on which our power bar stopped. Okay, so let's add that function here. And what I want to do more is to turn off our power bar, because it will be disrupting the screen if we keep it when we fly the rocket. So let's go to our script and let's write new reference for our game object of power bar. So public game object power bar game object. Okay, so let's just go here and let's turn off power bar game object dot set active to false. So if we will test again, now we will see what's happened. Our power bar dropping. I press the screen. The console says shows error, but rocket is launched. But here I haven't assigned our graphic to our power bar container to our power bar game object reference. So I will try again, and I am pressing the screen, and you can see what's happened. So power bar dropped, but I want the player to know how strong the power bar was pressed or how much force he hit, so he can improve in each try. The player can improve on each try to hit the max value. So let's do one more thing. So let's add new coroutine. Let's call it maybe hide or turn off power bar. Yeah. And let's do it the way that for seconds. Retro. No, wait 4 seconds. Let's wait 0.5 second. And let's write that here. And here let's just start the coroutine. Turn off power bar. So now if we test it, turn off power bar, yeah, turn off set active false. Okay, let's test it. And I'm pressing the screen, and it got turned off too fast. I don't like how fast it was turned off, so let's make it at least 1 second. Okay, it's still turned off too fast. Ah, yeah, I made a mistake here. First, we'll wait 1 second and then we'll turn off the power bar. I just mistake the lines, which should be first. Okay, so let's write again 0.5 F. Let's play again, and okay, testing. Okay, and it was turned off after half of a second. I just noticed if you press play and you will tap fast, and yeah, you can stop your screen, you can stop your power bar close to max power. So to fix that, to start from the bottom up, let's change our power is increasing to true, and let's change the current power bar value to, let's say, 0. Let's test how it works. So it starts from the 0 and goes up. Okay, see how it works better now. If you want to change the speed of the power bar, if maybe it's moving too slow, let's go to our launch platform where we've added our script. Let's change it to 3, like, yeah, 3 is okay. So it's bouncing off more frequently. Okay, so that was all on today's tutorial. On the next tutorial, I will show you how to use the power you've hit to add that force to the platform, so our rocket will be launched. Okay, so that was all for me. Thank you very much for the watching, and if you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button and to press the subscribe.